Stand 10. 20-yard line.
Travel like a dawn, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan.
We got set.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Like, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Set.
Once again, it's Walker. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
No help from those last 2 runs. It is 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop. Gets in to bring him down. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This brought in out past the 20. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
On the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A loss of the yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And that's going to be intercepted by Terry Poulin. And the Seahawks have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready? We got set. Ready? Set.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. He'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. but the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline, nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Go outside. Inside.
We'll go play action with Darnold. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he will get into the end zone. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Seahawks.
But think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
So this being the first half, they elect to still kick the extra point instead of moving it up to the 1. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Watch out, here we go. Check White. 60, ready.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
Made by Julian Love. 4 yards on the pickup.
Fight,
2nd
97.
and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Field, flat. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
It's a gain
Fight,
of
60.
and it's 3rd down.
Green back. 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Black ultra. Ready.
We'll go play action with Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Like, he just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
We're going outside.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Ready!
They run with Walker. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Walker. He's going to have that first down. Tackle made up at the 30.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Seahawks.
So after 1, 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Go set.
On the ground, it's Walker, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
3rd and 9.
Ready!
On play action, here's Darnold. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. Fielded at the 9, and that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Okay, break. Ready, ready. Yellow, what? Hut.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, they need 7. Willis now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On the set.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
19 tight. 19 tight. Hey,
And motion, it's Golden.
press off. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Reek Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 6. 18. Pioneer. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's taken in. And he's gonna get there. He's got the 1st down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points? Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Come on, come on. Set. 70 Lions.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 7.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Cougar 19.
Brings up 2nd and
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
Ready.
Now Willis. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Throwing is Willis. This one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
Hey, son.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And trying to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Third down, 3 to go. They'll try and run it with Walker. They'll knock him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives them a first down. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Yo, lady. Yo, lady.
Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Keep going. Yo, lady.
A loss of 6. Brings up
2 minutes remaining.
16.
First half in a 7-0 game. We're back to Seattle after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Wait, ready. Yo, lady. Yo, lady.
Darnold now to throw. On the run to the right. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Packers have recovered the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Ready. Bronco 80. Let's go now. 19 target. Reno. No.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Boye Mafe in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
6. And the Packers.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring us third down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Third down, they need 5.
Edo blue. Let's go. Yep, check.
Here's Love to throw. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Ready?
First down, Green Bay.
To throw, here's Willis. Off he goes. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. 35 yards.
On the double.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On the ready.
Second and goal.
Let's go now. Cut.
Jacobs.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Now from a yard farther back, it's third and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get fourth and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This about as short as you can get. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers are on the board. It's 7-3.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Cut. Yo, lady. Red lady. Lady. Lady.
Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as he gets out past the 35.
Gain of 12 yards. And the Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
It's a gain of
Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Packers.
1st down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet. But the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing, Willis. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Tap the 60. Go street.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
Top low 18.
Here's Willis. And that is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Blue 32. Yellow.
In motion, it's Golden.
Black shot. Set.
On 4th down, Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Flush to his right. Now he'll run it. That's going to be caught. It's a touchdown for the moment, but there are flags on the field, and not sure this one's going to stand.
Come on. Shot. 17. Set.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for the Packers. 1st down.
Fight. 97.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Yellow. Zoom. Blue striker. Set cut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one, taken in, middle of the end zone. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
We go, set. Lady. Set.
On first and 10, here's Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Pickup brings up second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Seattle.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Once again, it's Walker. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Throwing on second down, Darnold. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Go, set.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Here we go. Hop, step, ready.
He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. Moving to his right. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Pioneer. Go.
Pistol snap to Willis. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and They'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22. Blue striker. Blaster, 6.
They'll go for it. Love. And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off. And it's a turnover on down.
Lady.
Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go in that play.
Throwing, Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And he's in! Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seattle. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get it underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. He works free, right side. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
Makes the score Packers 17, Seahawks 14.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He's going to opt out to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. On the ground, it's Walker. to start the drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Darnold to throw on first down. Over the middle, Smith-Njigba with the grab. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
This one into the hands of Smith-Njigba. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
On second down, Walker. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Slant, Smith-Njigba has it. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
Darnold to throw. The throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, Hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1.
We go set.
Now Darnold. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Timeout Seahawks, that is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Set. Warriors 70 Lions.
To throw is Willis. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Ready? Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Left. Reload. Reload.
Here's Jacobs. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The offense had a decision to make. Was it more important to keep the clock rolling or maintain possession? They take a little bit of a conservative approach there, keeping the ball on the ground. Now brings up 4th down.
That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Black shot. Come on, set. 10 black. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the 1st down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
Set. Ready. Set.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. James Carter. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were the guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Set, hunt. Cover, 38.
They'll go with Jacobs. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Striker, 3-3. Hunt.
Love to throw it on first down. That is into the hands of Wicks. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's first down.
That's another Packers first down.
Here's Jacobs. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down, they need 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Off the play fake.
3.
Here's Love. On the move left. Now he takes off. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. And it's first and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. 45. White.
From the gun, it's Love.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Jacobs. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
Ready?
Gain of a yard.
Here's Love. They're called in at the 2. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. Here's Jacobs. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
Makes the score Packers 24, Seahawks 21.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. A return now from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Their own 26-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
We go, start. Ready? Just get in the pocket. Come on. Ready? Go, ready?
play. Exiting the pocket right. Now he'll run. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. They come away with a hard-fought victory.